In Gunbrella, a world dependent on a finite natural resource, players take on the role of a tough woodsman seeking revenge, equipped with the formidable Gunbrella. The game follows a sinister investigation involving ghouls, criminals, and corrupt authorities motivated by corporate greed. Players must master the Gunbrella's unique powers to engage in furious side-scrolling battle, uncover hidden mysteries, and gather resources to expand their armament. As they encounter supernatural challenges, strategic planning and resource management are critical to survival.
A paradox.
Exit the Gungeon is a dungeon crawler game that chronicles the exploits of Gungeoneers who must cross hazardous elevators and battle a slew of enemies as the Gungeon collapses. Your weapon rapidly changes according to your good gaming and combo collection. You fight tough combat against the ultimate and most vengeful gundead with small breaks for chats with familiar and new individuals. The game has ever-changing areas, foes, bosses, unusual weaponry, and varied objects, making each exit the Gungeon experience interesting.
The girl miraculously escaped from a labor.
Asia, a 10-year-old girl, sees the horror of the Second World War through her naive eyes. She is inspired by her desire to return home, sets off on a trip to reconcile with her family. The game includes stealth techniques, first-person cinematic levels, and more than 15 creative minigames. Players travel across the treacherous landscapes of Germany and Poland, hearing the heartbreaking stories of the war's unjust victims. Asia's diary contains parts of her tale, while over 15 creative minigames give complexity and diversity to the adventure.
You are in for a harsh but thrilling adventure.
Vernal, a young woman from the intriguing floating island of Haricot, seeks vengeance on her divorced father. She must travel the realm using her fighting talents and an amnesiac robot named Sherville to discover the truth. This pixel art Metroidvania game provides a fast-paced experience, allowing players to explore the islands and unlock new skills. The game has intriguing battle systems that allow players to learn Vernal's combinations and spells. Players may also chart their own course, flying to any island and explore it in the order of their choosing.
Predator.
Rain World is a survival platformer in which players must explore an ancient society, forage for food, and seek shelter during torrential downpours. The game is inspired by 16-bit classics and requires smart decision-making to catch food and avoid predators. To survive, players must become familiar with the ecology and use their talents. The game includes over 1,600 chambers spread throughout 12 areas, violent primeval battles with predators, randomized design, individualized AI, and configurable gameplay options.
Journey so long. It's a search for...
ScourgeBringer is a fast-paced rogue platformer that sends players on an adventure to discover the unknown and confront ancient machines that hold the secret to her history. The game has a high-octane combat system that emphasizes on assaults, giving players the opportunity to refine their abilities. Players must battle swarms of foes and bosses, each of whom holds the key to the Scourge's secrets. Players can explore the dungeon and gather mementos left by past explorers, discovering secrets that affect reality. Eco is an optimistic warrior who plans to use his airship to reconnect a number of floating islands. He must travel across islands to reactivate each island's magnetic core while battling adversaries. Islets is a healthy Metroidvania that promotes creating connections with others and discovering new corners of the Earth. Players must obtain hidden upgrades and complete hidden challenges. The game includes puzzle-like connections, epic boss encounters with monsters and sky pirates, and the possibility to find upgrades. Ebenezer Scrooge and his phantom pals are charged with protecting London from Caspar Malthus and his private guard, a rich businessman. Each ghost has special skills that allow them to explore London's dark corners and uncover the nefarious influence of the dark spirit and an army of unrepentant ghosts. The game has a story, conversations, and cutscenes, as well as an extensive map in the style of a traditional non-linear, ability-gated Metroidvania. Players must employ their ghost-specific skills to combat a horde of unrepentant ghosts that have arrived on London after the Dark Spirit's reappearance. The Ancient Order of the Enduring Flame has consumed the mist, a strange power. Players must travel through many opponents, each with their own set of abilities and weaknesses, in order to discover the origins of the mist. For better their chances of success, they might specialize in other fighting tactics such as swordplay or elemental magic. Speed runs are offered for individuals who wish to put their talents to the test. The destiny of the island and its residents is in your hands, and you must become the hero to bring peace and prosperity back to the island. NeuroVoider is a twin-stick shooter RPG set in a cyber-future environment where players battle as brains armed with nuclear rocket launchers against evil robots. The goal is to defeat NeuroVoider, the mastermind of the conflict. The game supports cooperative play with up to 4 partners, which promotes togetherness. It uses roguelite characteristics, making each game unique. NeuroVoider offers action-packed top-down shooting gameplay, local multiplayer, and randomly generated content and dangers, with 8,736 different monsters to defeat. Alba, a little girl, pays a visit to her grandparents on a Mediterranean island. Despite the island's beauty, she comes upon an animal in danger, forcing her to take action. Alba, together with her partner Ines and her bird-lover grandfather, leads a push to preserve and safeguard the island. Lorena Alvarez composed a stunning music for the game, which captures the soul of Spain with perfection. The Chilectathon experience allows participants to plan their stay on the island at their own. The game focuses on humanitarian deeds and exploration of the environment. Ghost of a Tale is an exciting adventure game set in a medieval country ruled by rats. Tylo must outwit opponents twice his size, establishing allies with old rivals and engaging with the residents of dwindling heights, using unique talents such as stealth, agility, and disguise. Players navigate a labyrinth of relationships, secrets, and perils in this deep and immersive adventure. Fans of adventure, action RPG, and exploration will like the game's fascinating tale, amazing visuals, and unique combination of genres. Lair of the Clockwork God is an exciting game in which players must combine their unique abilities and expertise to save the planet from annihilation. Ben, a vintage adventure game master, can read obscure hints and solve complicated puzzles, but Dan, a modern platformer, excels at fast-paced action scenes. As the game progresses, players learn the actual nature of cataclysmic events and the link between Ben's nostalgic past and Dan's futuristic goals. They must confront their fears, doubts, and wants in order to discover the solution to rescuing the planet. Revita is a fast-paced game in which players must balance assault and defense in order to advance up a tower. Players may battle through arbitrarily generated areas and improve their armament with unique abilities such as twin-stick shooting, dashing, and wall sliding. The game allows you to customize your experience by slowing down time, changing the color of the adversary shape, or adjusting the amount of aim aid. There is also an underground subway line loaded with monsters and colorful people in the game.
Me too.
I haven't.
The Forest Quartet is a 3D puzzle game about the disappearance of a lead vocalist. Players capture the spirit of the vocalist and embark on a journey through 3 acts, one for each member of the band. The ultimate aim is for the band to reconvene for a final goodbye concert. Players must solve complex riddles, face corruption, and confront their emotions. The spirit's capacity to interact with objects, produce light, and turn into butterflies is one of the game's distinguishing aspects. The Forest Quartet is a narrative about life, grief, and loss, not just a game. ASTLIBRA is a side-scrolling action game in which players explore a large, scary, and beautiful universe. To proceed through the protagonist's journey, players must face fearsome bosses with their own set of attacks and obstacles, while also improving their powers and obtaining new skills. The game provides several methods to create characters, ranging from warriors to magicians, with each rising up and gaining new abilities. The game includes 6 difficulty levels, enabling players to experience the fighting system at their own speed. On a world where humanity has been extinct for millennia, artificial creatures known as CRYMACHINA are given the task of restoring humankind. Follow the adventure of 3 EVE, which are the rebuilt consciousnesses of deceased humans implanted into synthetic forms, as they struggle to restore their humanity and investigate Eden's secrets. The game provides an engaging RPG journey with dynamic battle sequences and several weapon customization possibilities, culminating in a visually appealing encounter. The dark and futuristic aesthetics, combined with sci-fi elements, eloquently represent the universe of CRYMACHINA. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!
生きて、レイベン。人間として、私たちのため。